man. Shout out America, man. I couldn't do this without y'all, man. We just show y'all what y'all could do if y'all wanted to get rich.
The couple's American dream quickly turned into a nightmare after wiring nearly $800,000. All of that money went to a scammer.
Thugs!
How many times a week would you say you punch a meal?
7 times a week, every day.
Oh my God. Is that your fork or what is that for chicken?
Whoa!
12 people are facing more than 100 charges in a major credit fraud scheme.
University student accused of stealing more than $500,000 in a credit card scam.
It's shocking video of thugs chasing a mail carrier. Why? It's believed they wanted the master key he carries that opens mailboxes for the entire neighborhood.
25 investigates exposing a
Yo,
check.
quick question. Why they never call white people thugs, bro? Why? Why they never call white people thugs? No cap.
Scam thinking white
And yo, actually, I'm not even gonna ask that question. Never mind.
about your bank account.
We're talking about scammers who can clone any of our voices using artificial intelligence.
We are talking about $100,000 in forged checks.
Whether it's a scam call center from India, a billionaire's Ponzi scheme, a guy pretending to be a Nigerian prince, or a U.S.
Whoa! The fuck? Fuck he coming at us for?
They're out trading hedge funds while employed on the taxpayer dime. The truth is, people hate getting scammed. After all, there are entire YouTube channels dedicated to getting revenge on scammers. You see, scammers are people that leverage social engineering, also known as human hacking, to steal, manipulate, and exploit. They'll make their approach, get you to trust them, then before you know it, they'll disappear into thin air after they've extracted your bank account, social security, or other valuable information. Today, we dive into the world of fraud and scamming, and we uncover how some of the scams are happening right now. We'll cover the biggest scam that's ever occurred in U.S. history, and we'll talk to the scammers to see how they think and what motivates them.
Bro,
and by the end of this, we'll provide you with tips on
nowadays,
how you
bro.
can avoid getting scammed yourself. This is the world of scammers. Let's dive in.
Like, there's little kids that do that.
There are
Like,
people out there
little
looking to
students.
exploit your data for their own gain. With scammers like this out there lurking, it's a good idea to protect yourself. To guard against your subscriptions. Because when it comes to your big episode. Folks, today we're diving into the world of scamming.
I don't know them.
I don't know what the hell we're gonna get into. I'm excited, but apparently in the city of Minneapolis, scamming is a big business.
Minneapolis woman calls it emotional hacking. Scammers drained $800,000 from her dad's bank accounts.
LaSalle University student accused of stealing more than $500,000 in a credit card scam.
Foster was doing fake transactions, marking items up in price, then returning them for the original price while pocketing the difference in account of her own.
In fact, there are multiple RICO cases going on for fraud right now. A big scam that was pulled was the food share program. People pretended to be feeding the homeless and walked away with millions of dollars, and now they're getting RICO'd for that.
Oh, nah,
a
that's
scammer is
OD.
kind of like an illegal magician. They're pulling things out of thin air. There's illusion, deception, and before
Like,
you know it or
alright,
realize
that's
what they did, they're gone with the bag. Let's meet up with these guys
Minneapolis.
and let's see what they're about.
Minneapolis. That's-
Yo, my boy.
Is that you?
Yeah, this me right here.
I'm in that rental car, that white car.
Alright, bet I'm finna walk over there.
Okay, okay, door's unlocked.
Yo, yo.
What type of sin is this?
I
Every
say,
scammers. I'm
I just
crying.
know how to exploit ways to get money. Simple.
What are the different plays
Uncovered head to toe.
we're gonna be getting into today?
We got punching, simple things. We go from getting food. We can go from gas. We can go from checks. We can go from transfers. Scam work. It's all different type of ways you can get into it.
So what got you into this world?
Alright, so look, it started when I was younger. It was this rapper, his name TJX6, when I was young.
Yo, this nigga was inspired by TJX6? No way. No way, niggas was damn. Niggas said when I was young, so how old is this little nigga?
Real young, I was just listening to his music and wondered, what the is this dude
Nigga,
doing?
he was popping like
I started getting
4
to it,
years
digging
ago.
in, and it started with cars. If you listen to the music, he's talking a lot about cars. and checks really. When he was talking about that, I kind of picked up on some things, and over time I just got smarter and smarter and figured everything out.
So what was the first play you ever made?
It was on Telegram. It was this African dude I met, and we was talking for a long time, and he told me something called, it's a certain type of check that you can order off a log can. Ship the check to a drop. I picked it up, put it in the ATM, 6,900 came. That was my first ever play. And ever since then, just been on it. Ship the check that you could. And we was talking for a long time, and he told me something called, it's a certain type of check that you can order off a log can. Ship the check to a drop. I picked it up, put it in the ATM, 6,900 came. That was my first ever play. And ever since then, just been on it.
Has this ever put you in a risky situation?
Plenty of times. Pretty much scamming down here is pretty popular. I mean, in the city, everybody knows what's going on now. So if you find somebody that wants to do it, they know what they're signing up for. They know what comes behind it.
Are there rich scammers out there?
You can really get rich off scamming. That's real. Pretty common.
Six-figure rich?
Seven-figure rich? That's real.
Rather than judging these kids, I wanted to try and put myself in their shoes. Now, I know I'm overgeneralizing here, but here's the theory I'm working with. A lot of these kid scammers are from Gen Z, and this is the generation that saw their parents lose their house in the 2008 mortgage crisis as the bank executives responsible got rewarded by multi-million-dollar bonuses, and the banks that fundamentally scammed the country got bailed out by the tax money of the very people they scammed. So essentially, these kids witnessed a financial system that openly didn't give a shit about them or their parents, so heck, why not pull a scam of their own? And kind of explains the sense of nihilism that we've seen creeping into this Gen Z generation. Whether you talk about scammers, the Kia boys, or just an overall sense of I don't give a because it seems like the world around them is crumbling. Now, from a cultural standpoint, we've seen the rise of scam rappers, guys like Baby Tron, TJX6, and Punch May Dev, and these are guys who look effortlessly cool, ridiculously rich, and they seem to be easily getting away with scams on major banks and institutions. So yes, it's easy to point the fingers at the scammers you see here, and yes, they have a moral responsibility of what they are doing, but are they not just an underworld byproduct of a system that white collar
niggas don't be sharing their source with each other, and niggas be mad. Yo.
Scammers created. I don't know. That's just a theory I'm working with. Do you save much of your money?
Yeah. I'm not scamming long term to be scam guy for the rest of my life. This shit's all like, with anything you do, any hustle, all that's just quick until you move on to your next, you feel me, next steps.
Have you ever been almost caught by law enforcement? I'm gonna take the yes.
No.
Pause me think yes.
Think about it, but nah, never.
How much does an IP address come to play with what you
scamming gov and shit like Amazon, not regular people, to be honest? I mean, I see why you say that, because you would be stealing from corporations rather than people who work hard for their money. Regardless, though, scam is a scam, though. You feel me? Like, if you could say that, you could also use the argument people shouldn't be scamming at all. You know what I mean? Like,
you do.
It gets deep. That's like your address. I don't know.
You get it how you get it, though. Niggas
For most of the things you do you have to obscure your IP address?
Yeah.
Is that difficult to do?
Nah, average person could do it, I'd say.
So it doesn't affect a human at all, you think?
Everybody has committed a scam before in some way. Some people do different types of scams. Some people do insurance. Some people do home scams. You know, it's all different types of scams. I look at it as I'm not taking money from a human. You know what I mean? And I don't think I'm that guy for it. You feel me? Oh, we got a package, brother. Let me see. We just got a package.
How much money are we talking right there?
17K, brother.
What you're about to see is called punching chicken. Now, punching is lingo in the scam world that refers to the practice of using the dark web to get somebody else's credit card information and doing an online order to punch the item. You can punch chicken, pizza, presumably anything you can buy online. Here's how it went down.
Yo, so do y'all think punching food is bad?
This is the website that I would buy the cards from to do the punching. Ready to buy cards.
A fake credit card.
A real credit card, but it's just not ours.
And how much money does it have on it?
It depends. I wouldn't necessarily say I know the exact amount. Certain banks, they give you the ability to check. You can call the bank and you can check how much. But I would just be buying a card based off of the knowledge that I already know. There's something called a BIN. A BIN is a bank identification number. Now, depending on what BIN you have, You might got a card that has thousands on it. You might got a card that has millions on it. There's no telling them.
It's luck of the draw.
Basically, yep.
So these are cards that someone physically stole, like at the gas station. It fell on the ground. They picked it up. They uploaded it to a website, and then it sold to a bidder like you.
I mean.
Or how does that work?
Basically, yeah, kind of like how you just explained it. I wouldn't necessarily say it comes from people picking them up off of the ground, but more so scammers. They have machines that...
Niggas said bros... I guess I see that bold. Okay.
People picking them up off of the ground, but more so scammers. They have machines that you can put on, for instance, at the gas station, you can put a skimmer on the machine where the people put their cards into. And then from there, you'll get about 1,000 hits. Now, depending on how many people put their card in that specific machine where you put your skimmer at, that's where all the card information will come from.
Does the skimmer also capture your PIN?
Yes, it does.
So if you use a machine that has a skimmer and you type in your PIN, all of a sudden, you're wide open.
You're good. Yeah, you're not good. You're up.
You're good, though.
Yeah. The thing about, you know, getting captured by a skimmer is if you have the right type of setup with your bank account in terms of two-factor authentication, the bank asking like questions like, was this you that just spent money at Raising Cane's for about $100? You know what I mean? If you have these different type of protocols set up with your bank, then you're less likely to be a victim of fraud.
Basically, right now, you can get free chicken.
I can get free everything right now. Boom. Now we got the money on there. Now I can buy a card.
You can buy Social Securities off this?
When you buy the cards, depending on how much the card costs, that's why I said certain cards, they range from 20 to 25 all the way up to 30. You can see, look, I'll show you when I refresh.
And I just saw you could buy a Canadian card, you could buy a US card, to the country.
Well, you can buy from anywhere on the planet. As long as the website has a way to get these cards and put them on their site, then you can get pretty much anything.
Have you ever heard of punching a mule?
Punching a mule?
We spoke to legendary lawyer Bruce Rivers and a man who's a financial crimes expert to get their opinion on the scams you see unfolding in this video. Punching a mule.
No, I've never heard of that.
That's where you apparently acquire someone else's credit card and you use that to buy free food?
Yeah, there's a lot of scams going on. There's the skimming that goes on, like at a gas station, somebody attaches a skimmer. That's actually happened to me. Somebody tried to buy some stuff at a sporting goods store, like $2,000 worth of on my credit card. And then I see the guy in court on the hook for it. I mean, I was like, holy shit, that's the guy that stole my identity. Had to trace it all back. We figured out exactly what pump it was. We figured out exactly where it was. And he had been doing this all over the place. So I saw him in Hennepin County in court. And my thing happened in another county. He was doing it all over the place.
A lot of times what's going to happen is you go to try and do a touch pay. It doesn't work. That's part of the plan. They want you to scan your card. So they actually will have a module, something that's identical looking to the actual card swipe overlaid. Physically go and try and pull it off. If it doesn't pull off, you're good. If you can go inside and pay the gas station attendant, ideally in cash, avoid this whole digital footprint process, you're gonna be a lot safer. You see any sort of fraudulent activity on your account, immediately contact your bank. The sooner that you can contact the authorities, law enforcement, it's gonna be much easier to get your money back. When there's delay in space and time, scam, with any sort of financial scam, it's much harder to get your money back.
If you really want to get specific on which one you want to buy, you can type in.
Where cash is king, but like, you feel me? Like, me, I'm a digital currency type of nigga.
Your BIN, your bank identification number. So I'm gonna type in a BIN that I know is gonna work. This is a bank called Wings Financial Credit Union. Very, very high class bank. So when you're doing simple punching for you know, food and shit, like we talked about, yeah, Cane's might take $100 loss today, but that person whose card I'm using, they're getting all their money back. 100% guaranteed.
Well, I've heard people that get scammed and it can take 30 days for them to get the money back in their account. The average American has $1,000 or less in their savings. So if you scam the average American and rent's due, they might not have it because of the scam.
You are right. But in terms of them never getting their money back, I know for a fact that they'll get their money back. Somebody just texted and said he's seen the police. Somebody just texted him and said the police. Yeah, we gotta get out.
So we're outside of a Cane's Chicken. How often do you guys get free meals like this?
Every day. I eat free every day. Everything I do is almost free.
So the customer name is
Right? Yes, yes. Thank you, actually. Look. Visa, credit card, ending 275.
okay.
We'll go over to the website. Same card, ending in
Ian Free is the
75.
best, I can't lie. Yeah, we know.
Some guy named just lost $50 because some guy got 50 chicken nuggets.
80. And we finna eat good. Okay, are you the police?
You're the police? Let's get out of here. After successful chicken punching, the fellas decided to take their chicken to a warehouse in a secure location so they could eat their chicken in peace.
Alright, bet we finna get under the basement and eat.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how legal was that, what we just did?
That's like a 10, because I fully completed it, you know? And anything that you do that you're doing fraudulent, it's always going to be a 10. The only thing that makes it more secure is that I didn't go in there and swipe a card. So they can't say that I did anything illegal.
If they caught you, what would be the punishment?
You know, it's a white-collar crime. I don't think I would get charged with anything really because, like I said, they don't have any proof that I did anything, so they will have to drop the case. If they did want to take full action and give me a punishment, it will probably be anywhere from like 5 to 10.
5 to 10 years?
Just for some shit.
What makes it worth it?
Times hard for everybody right now. So it's like, if you ain't got no money, but you got somebody card, you get all good.
5 to 10 years, I ain't know that.
Is it that easy to get away with?
They live there?
100%. I'm always in and out. I've never been in a spot and they try to hold me. I don't think they live here. This probably a trap. We can't give you what you paying for. You gotta wait a little bit, you know? But in terms of me going into a restaurant and I swipe a card, say that card declines. I swipe another card, I know they're looking at you weird. Give us a second. Matter of fact, you can't swipe any more cards. Just wait right here for us while we get the system set up, right? While they're getting their system set up, they're really calling the police to tell you like, hey, this guy's in here trying to commit fraud.
So do you even get nervous making a play like this?
Hell no. It's easy, bro. I've been doing this shit since 2017.
All right, let's see if this is real chicken or scam chicken.
Come on.
If you could say a message to the CEO of Raising Cane's, what would you say?
Hey, thank you for the chicken. You fed a lot of hungry people tonight.
I guess big dogs gotta eat. Is that necessary for? Is that your fork or what is that for chicken? I'm gonna see if punch chicken tastes any different. Actually, this is my first time eating Raising Cane's. No fucking diddy. Oh, that is a chicken tender.
Raising Cane's is ass, bro.
Ooh, and we got the tan too, people.
That shit ass. At least when I had it, my first time having the chat was when I did that little fucking mukbang with this shorty. I was not jacking it, bro. The chicken was dry as fuck. The bread was like the best part of the chicken. I mean the food, the meal. Nah, KFC is mid to me as well. Cane's is good, only if you never had it. If you eat it all the time, shit ass. I may have to have it again, bro. But the time I had it, it wasn't. Yo, Skango, thanks for the follow, bro. Yo, what's the word, Dizzle?
If we cannot get him, then we just gonna come to his building and smoke in his lobby.
As soon as that shit made, that's probably what it is. Never had KFC.
But we have the code to change that shit around. Take care of that. Alright, best of the page ready to go? Yeah, once this nigga wake up, motherfuckers probably gonna get this sent out gone today or tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're new to the stream and you follow, man, hit that follow button, bro.
The guy that's sleeping, what role does he play?
And click that pinned comment up there. The link that's up there, bro. Your host, Matt, thank you for the follow, bro. I appreciate you too, gang. Yo, I dropped the video 2 days ago, bro, and that shit got 1,000 views already, man. Make sure I go run that up, too, no cap. Follow me on the gram, socials, all of that.
So, the guy that sleeps plays a very important role. He's the one that do send-outs. Basically, I can't get into too much detail, but he does send-outs for banks, and we're able to access logs that way. The best I can describe it is a message coming to your phone.
Okay. How hard is it to get your hands on this type of paper?
You can get it.
What my Duke's calling me for? Yo, what's up? Nah. Oh, sorry, I have my headset on. I'm streaming. But I love you. You left already? I bet. Love you. That is for me. What is it though? You said you didn't open it, but you looked at it. Wait. I bet. Don't open no random links though. Don't, you feel me? Alright. Alright, bet. Alright, later. Look. Nigga, what? Nigga said if you follow him, you get free food. Yeah, free food on Excuse Me. You heard? Yo, Excuse Me said if y'all follow... Yo, to everyone that's watching right now, all the new viewers, man, if y'all follow right now, Excuse Me said he's gonna punch out free eats today, bro. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates on him. Gangster. Feel me? Nah, teaching African parents not to press obvious scams, not easy, bro. Bro, that shit is so annoying, bro. That should be annoying. Like, teaching, like, African parents to just... You know what it is? It's because, to us, all this shit that we know what's going on is common sense. Feel me? But to them, bro, they just... I don't know, bro. Everything they just see is just... They click it, bro. Like, I don't know.
What does it take for this to be legit? Like, is this a tough part of the puzzle, or is this pretty easy part of the puzzle?
One of the easiest parts, and they have access to it.
How many hours a week do you think you work doing this?
How do you
I
use
still have
WhatsApp?
fun. I still carry on life. It's probably gonna take hours out of the week. I'll probably save maybe like 10,
Yo,
15 hours.
I don't even know how to work my mom's phone, mind you. She got a Samsung Galaxy flip phone. Like, I don't use Galaxies, bro. She knows her phone more than me, and she will still come to me and ask her about her phone. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know where to go. Like, I don't have this phone, bro. I do not know. And she get mad because I don't know. I'm like, yo, what you want me to do? Like...
How many hours a week do you think you work doing this?
I still have fun. I still carry on life.
Crazy.
It's probably gonna take hours out of the week. I'll probably save maybe like 10, 15 hours. Yeah, most shit is fast.
What makes someone good at this?
Connection. The more connection
What did they
you
teach
have,
you at
person
school?
has
No
something
cap.
for everything in every field, because it's not just one type of scam to be rich.
Does this profession make you nervous?
No.
Is it risky?
Yeah. For sure.
Be a better son.
Be nervous though.
What's your philosophy on life?
The world is mine. Have fun like young.
Is it hard to keep this on the hush? If you're busting big plays, is it hard not to flex it or to talk about it?
Definitely. I'd say that's one of the things. Now I'm getting to the point where I've been doing it for a minute. I don't care anymore. You know, I do it so like I won't even post.
What's your specialty?
Have different specialties. You always level up, so I can't say I have like one good specialty, but I can do anything that I want. That's another thing. I think my good specialty is I can figure out whatever I want to learn. Anything.
Were you good at school?
Yeah, I was good at school.
Did you like school?
Yeah, school was fun.
What do you call yourself?
Baby J.
What's your specialty?
I'm good at talking, really. He's good at talking. You feel me? Everybody play different roles. So this is one of my guys right here. He might come to you, ask you a couple questions, or you'll be lying. But basically, this right here is a check that I cooked up. This is like a real check that I made
I
a
wish
copy
I had these
of
type of
this.
friends. Me too, bro.
Let me try to show you. This what it look like original.
Actually, I'm bugging. Excuse me, I got you.
Exactly. And this right here, the way that I'm doing it, a lot of people don't know how to do it this way.
Check fraud. Printing out fake checks, cashing them at a bank.
When you hit that low scam, it just seemed necessary and that's all you know. Bro, that's why I say, look, at the end of the day, bro, get it how you get it, bro. Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I mean, like, more the sense of, like, bro, you never know what somebody's going through and why they do certain shit, you know what I mean? Like, some people do it just because they want to, bro. Then there's some people that really, like, do it because they have no other, like, way of getting the money. Even though it's not necessarily benefiting other people, it's, like, taking from other people. It's, like, in this world, it's eat or be eaten, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that ass, bro. So, I get it. Like, I get it, but I wouldn't advise people to do that, but I get it. They have no choice type shit. Yeah, bro, like, not that they have no choice. There's always a choice, but, like, bro, this is get rich quick scheme. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people be needing the bread ASAP. Opie, open up. Let's eat. Yo, what's up? My TD, I got a TD bank open 7 years. Come on. I'll kick that to you right now.
What normally happens isn't that the person who's doing the fraud is the one cashing it in. Usually they get some unsuspecting person. I can make you a lot of money.
My card and you feel me? You just fuck up my credit and put me in a negative 8K.
And so they write the check to that person. So there's a middle guy in between, and it's usually the person that's unsuspecting, not thinking that it's a fraudulent check, and all of a sudden they go to the bank and they try to get the cash. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's usually the unsuspecting
said, what's the word?
person,
You gotta
not
chase
the
them
person
against you,
who's
right?
behind the scheme.
A check fraud is a complicated situation because one of the biggest...
Yo, fuck it, bro. I'ma just send my account to all y'all niggas. Y'all just drop a good honey bun in there, bro. I need a honey bun, bro. I need a meal ticket. Word, just keep, you feel me? Y'all each take turns, drop y'all, word, bro. I'll go pull out. I'll give y'all niggas the whole thing. Just give me $500, bro. That's all I ask.
Ways that you can protect yourself is go to the actual post office itself and mail the check. And I would prefer that you don't even mail checks. I really don't think you should be at this point. It has all your information on it. The more space and more distance you have in terms of the transit that needs to occur with that check, the more risk you're gonna have.
What is the penalty for printing fake checks?
It depends upon the loss amount, typically. If usually it's a felony because it's forgery and theft by swindle. And so if it's under $2,500, it's probation. Each check becomes a felony count in and of itself, and you get enough of those, it can ultimately be a prison sentence. It really does depend upon the value that we're looking at.
And what can this play be worth?
This one right here was $5,400.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Piece of paper.
This is just making up a check?
Yeah, it's just me making one.
So you can make any amount you wanted?
Yeah, any amount you want.
Is it gonna come out of here?
Swear my heart.
Yeah, I would imagine.
The bigger you go, the more.
Yeah, once you touch that 10K mark, any scam over 10,000.
We could go to the rich auntie, auntie, no cap.
Serious, for real. Check forgery isn't so high of a crime.
How much does this printer cost?
Roughly about like $500.
It's crazy that a $500 printer can turn into thousands and thousands of dollars. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but you are making it look like it does. Someone got the original or a copy of a real check, sold it to you online, and you're printing out that version?
Either that or somebody get mailboxes. Yeah, so it's two kind of ways to get a check. You can break a mailbox, or there's keys. You could look it up. You can probably find clips of people robbing mailmans to get keys.
In regard to mail carriers, there's been a lot of violence towards them. There's been a lot of robbing of mail carriers and taking the keys that they use in order to open up mailboxes. And there's been all this money put towards these digital defense mechanisms and these electronic keys to use, but that still doesn't necessarily protect the mail carrier themselves. But this applies to everyone. In terms of protecting yourself generally, it's all about not having patterns. For the mail carrier, if you're on a route, just like if I was on a patrol route, if I had the same patrol route, same time, same place, every single day, it's easy for that patrol route to be intercepted. Change and vary your patterns. It's called force protection.
What about when someone hits a mail truck, steals the mail keys, and steals checks that way?
Bye-bye. In other words, that's usually done on an inside job basis, because who's going to steal a mail truck and know that there are going to be checks on that truck? Probably not too many.
Which is the most risky part of this puzzle?
I say out of all of them, the risky part, 9 times out of 10, you guess the most riskiest part who has the most important role in this particular style is the person who's getting the checks.
So, when you scamming, it's not always like somebody's always we're always the villains. Like, we also helping people, because we split the money that
the money we never just running off.
We split it 50-50 with them. Just now, right now, look what happened.
Someone just said, I swear I got evicted, I gotta get back on my feet, and you said, I got you, cuz. Send me ID. Someone's sending you their bank
right now, this is right now, look at the time. This today, look, this today.
Some people actually need help, so it's like sometimes.
I know people to this day that bring me other people's accounts.
You see how real this looks? If you were a big teller, you put that up to the sky, you'll see like, you see me?
Like this is a real one.
This is a real check.
I'm about to say though, yeah, the niggas don't help everybody. I guess they spend the money word, bro. Like I just 50-50 my ass, bro. Fuck, do a play with a nigga for 5 bands, that nigga gonna give you $200, bro. And keep $4,800.
You want to cash this and then get paid for it right now. Actually, they are. Y'all finna see it today.
We can only fit so much into a YouTube video. All this will be available at Patreon only. Highly recommend you check that out. Link is in the description. Would you say this is up there, Miguel, for things we've done?
Top 3. For sure.
It's like, you gotta run off on a nigga, bro. Get your money and run off.
What we were about to do, babe.
Niggas gonna be mad. The head scam niggas that putting the motion in play. Yo, niggas be sick. That should be funny. Head run off on you. Oh.
Sketchy. The first scamming video put out. People are wondering, is this guy for real? Is he scamming us and believing that it's real? But like the casualness in which we're doing some of these things is like.
You don't know who I am in the ski. Ski on at all times? Nah, you're ski on that all time. Yo, if you're ski, yo, let me say something. If you are scamming, and I do an open up, and you tell me, and I look at you like I open up, I got my card, whatever, I'm trying to come to you, and you got a ski mask on, bro. Yo, I'm turning around and I'm going home, bro. I'm not doing business with you. Fuck I'm doing. I don't know your face, nothing. You gonna run over my bread, nigga. Fuck out of here.
We are cracking accounts, not safe.
Nah, he's not doing nothing. Is he? He's just documenting that he's not doing nothing.
Please do not.
So does Minneapolis feel lawless right now?
Certain parts is lawless. I'm not gonna lie, this whole city is known for scamming. That's like the biggest thing. Like even from the politicians to the parents,
me, like
other people.
I've always had comment like, bro. Even back in high school, bro, niggas would try to get me. I'm like, yo. Look at me, bro. Do I look like a fool? Do I look like an idiot, bro? Do I look like what? Only got scammed one time, and that was because I was trying to buy some jeans off a nigga. Like some nigga, he made jeans, bro. Like, and I was fucking with the jeans. I sent him a blue, bro. That nigga never sent me my jeans. Other than that, though, like real right scams and shit, like nah. But some nigga, bro, some day room ass nigga, bro. Nigga use his clothing brand to scam niggas, bro. Niggas be lame. They gotta back up. All I'ma say, he be capping. Tubbies have the BOA on him. Never.
How do the politicians scam?
I don't
a lot of shit. Like they get paid bribery and shit. Like they're into like nonprofit frauds and shit. Politicians here, they're all dirty too. They play dirty games. Even the police even play dirty games.
He's not going to mention some of the biggest scams going on. Here's a look at something that's actively happening in the city right now. Here it is. One of the largest scams in United States history happened right here in Minneapolis. During the pandemic, the Minnesota Department of Education was tasked with overseeing the handout of meals to kids, the needy, and the homeless during the COVID era, and they delegated local supervision to nonprofits like Feeding Our Future. What happened next was a tsunami of swindling. These nonprofits fraudulently claimed to be feeding thousands of kids a day within just weeks of being formed. Not only were literal tons of food wasted, but the fraud ended up costing the U.S. taxpayer about $250
So this was their version of PPP type shit. Okay, I see it.
million.
This was their UE type shit. What happened to PPP niggas? Shit, that PPP money went low.
As of now, there are dozens of people being indicted and brought to trial, and to this day this stands as one of the biggest scams in U.S. history.
The Somalis! Oh, I could tell these brothers are Somalian. I could just tell. Look at this brother here. Oh, yo, this nigga like chunks right here. No cap. Somali youths, fam. Look at them.
Dirty streets of Minneapolis. Mama doing dope. Daddy got no hope. He just scammed y'all. Because the system scammed us. Out of both our parents. CIA bought dope to the motherfuckers. See? My daddy, they got him out the way. Man, ain't trying to pay no child support. It's cool though, bro. Cause you know we gonna do? We gonna grind, nigga. This that shit that we love, nigga. We love making that money, y'all. We gonna do whatever it takes to make that money, y'all. This shit get wicked out here for real. Yeah, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not gonna say this like I'm the biggest, baddest guy to do this to people and shit. Nah, bro. I just do this to get by people to get to hear me.
What percentage of scammers would you say are balling, and what percent of them would you say are actually kind of broke?
They're not bullshit scammers. Like, there's always the one main person, then there's the middleman, then there's the middle's middle. You know, like, it's like a tree. one person passes a card to one person, that person gets passed down to the main person. The main person is the one who splits the money between everybody and decides how much everybody else is going to get. So all scammers are not rich. That's another thing. Like, you can be a scammer and not have a way. Feel me? Like, in scam world, there's always a new scam. That's another thing. And it's about who figures out the scam first.
You can't really say it's too many runners. Like, it's like, you always tell, like, when you a scammer, you know who a runner and who's boss trying to find new moves.
But don't get it confused, though. I done seen runners turn into bosses. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of runners that became that man, you feel me? So, big thing in the scam world, getting slimed out too.
What is that?
Slimed out is like, say this scam, brother just did a move, and you like, I'm not paying you, or who you brought. It's over with, I'm taking the whole bag. That's what I remember talking about karma yesterday. It's karma in the scam world too, not off of somebody. I thought that it is not what it's about, and it's about wiping it down. That's a whole other step. That's what I'm saying, it's not just like easy, you can't just wake up and come, it's not that easy. Now, it's that easy to do basic shit, but it gets deeper than that.
It can be a blessing and a curse at the same time, but it just depends on how you break your move. You gotta stay consistent too, you gotta stay consistent with anything you do.
Alright, you're filming.
I'm gonna show y'all some box action.
Some box action.
Scammers operate in a climate of deceit. You see, fraud is a game of smoke and mirrors. These guys ran off with the camera to presumably make an ATM play, and what I saw on the tape left me questioning reality.
Just like that.
That's some great footage. See the police?
Where you guys see him? Of course, you guys were out there for like fucking 20 minutes in ski masks and glasses.
We had a little technical difficulty.
You know why it took us so long? And you'll see the cards start locking on us. But sometimes the card will lock up and then they give you like fraud alerts, which the person has to confirm on the phone.
You guys were skied up with glasses the whole time in front of a bank?
Like, you gotta be.
How is that not, like, do you guys feel like you guys were out there for way too long?
I'm crying.
And what can they possibly do for real?
One of the things that comes to mind is what we are seeing, is that even real? And what makes me think it is real is that they took 20 minutes outside of this van, they got fraud alerts on their phone. If they were just taking money from their own account, it would have been in and out in a minute or two. But this also brought up more questions.
Now, remember earlier in the episode when I was talking about the sense of nihilism that I have noticed in Gen Z? When they do things like this, their nihilism can come off as quite sinister. I mean, scamming people, banks, grandmas, restaurants, it's pretty crazy. But what I think is the source of all this nihilism is a lack of hope. And why I think a lot of Gen Z has no hope. I mean, this is the first generation in American history that's projected not to do better than their parents. These kids have...
That's a fact, bro. Yo, we popped. Yo, word of my mother. We popped. Yo, we're popped, bro. Like...
inherited this world where they can't afford anything. The food, the housing, the college, all of it is sky high. And the people making the rules, their government, is this lazy, lousy bunch of bureaucrats that openly cheat all of the time. So a lot of these kids, I think, have just said, it. The world is fake, the world is a scam, and I'm gonna scam the world. I'm gonna get mine for myself at any means necessary. I'm gonna cheat the system that I feel cheats me.
That's a fact, though, bro.
But
like,
what do I know?
As fucked up as it sounds, like, yo, deep what the fuck the nigga just said, though. Like, that's real shit. That is real shit, though. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. This world is fucked. Like, how the fuck you expect niggas to make a living nowadays, bro? Like,
I'm just trying to make sense of what I'm seeing.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying, like, I'm talking in general. You ain't saying, you feel me? Yeah, I'm not talking about you.
That was a look into the world of scamming. Any final thoughts, fellas?
And we didn't give y'all everything. We didn't get a chance to give y'all everything, but...
And we won't give y'all everything.
We love y'all. We don't scam people for a living. We help people out.
We took a deep dive into this world. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Peace. If you want to keep yourself safe on the internet, consider checking out the sponsor of the video.
Tommy G, bro.